Hello and welcome to Geekatplay's tutorials on Maya. This is the first tutorial of the series entitled Integration. We're going to be learning how to integrate Vue xStream with Maya 8. What we're going to do is make it so that we can use the Vue xStream interface inside Maya, and we're going to create a shell for doing that. We're going to begin by opening Maya 8, and after we install Vue xStream, it's going to prompt you to set your integration settings, and we'll set it to Maya 8. After this, we'll go to Window and Setting Preferences and Plugin Manager. You'll notice at the bottom there's vue6xstream.mll. Click on Loaded and Auto Load and close that. Now we're going to add our shell so we can access Vue easily. The actual command for creating this shell is available in your Vue manual on page 537. And let's just go through this right now. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. First, you can use this command line down here and just enter the command and press Control Enter. Or you can go to Window, General Editors, and Script Editor. And personally, I prefer the Script Editor. And we're just going to go ahead and add our command here. Load new shelf, shelf_vue6stream plugin.mel. When you're done, press Control Enter. And now you'll notice we have a new shelf for our Vue xStream. We have Create New, Open, Show Atmosphere, or Show View Interface. If you've worked with Vue before, you'll notice that the interface is exactly the same. This button will create a new Vue scene, but let's first change our interface to Vue by using this button. And it's just launching the Vue interface for Maya. And we'll just quickly select an atmosphere. Let's choose Bisbee and click OK. And if you used Vue before, you'll recognize this interface. And everything that you create in here will also be duplicated in Maya. So we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to add a terrain. Double click to open your material editor and change the material to, let's see, landscapes, and add grass. Okay. And add an ecosystem. Go to the General tab and add plants, and we'll select a yellow maple tree. Click OK and populate. And one thing you'll notice, if it doesn't populate very well, check your Environment tab and make sure it's set properly. And we'll bump up the density and decrease the scaling and repopulate that a little bit smaller. Okay. And next, let's move our sunlight to the front. And I'm going to position it just to the left and behind the camera, and a little bit lower. So notice the position of the sun. And let's go up to Atmosphere and Atmosphere Editor. And we're going to increase the velocity, and for these clouds as well. Okay. And now if you switch back to your Maya interface, you'll notice that our Vue scene that we just created is already in here. Let's preview it from here. You can see the light is where we put it in Vue, and everything is pretty much set the way we set it in Vue. Okay. You can also view both interfaces at the same time. Just click and drag it here. We'll move it over here. And that way, if you decide you don't like something and you need to go and change it, it's quite simple. We'll go to Terrain, and we're just going to add a different type of a tree, for example. So let's just get rid of our yellow tree, and let's just add different plant. Let's use the palm tree. Okay, and populate that, and you'll notice how in the Maya view it's already populating with the palm tree, so it's very well integrated. When you integrate software like this, you can sometimes run into a few small problems, but this particular one works very nicely overall. Okay, let's go and to our renderer and set it to high quality rendering. And let's just render and see what we've created here. So here's our rendering of the scene we created using Maya and Vue integrated. And of course you can increase the quality and spend a little bit more time rendering it, so it'll present it a little bit better, but I just wanted to show you how quickly and easily you can integrate Vue into Maya. Just a few things I'd like to show you. Let's go to View and Open, and you can open other files that have already been created in Vue. Okay, so let's do this one for example. And you notice you can create different sceneries or whatever you like in Vue, and then open it using our Vue shell in Maya. So here we have a scene that was created in Vue, and it's just from the demo disk, and we just imported it. And you'll notice that it's imported the clouds and imported the presettings on the materials. You may need to do a little bit of tweaking. There's a little bit of pixelation, but overall it's very, very nice. I'm going to load a preset sky to show you an example of how the quality transfers from Vue to Maya using our shell. You can just see how the settings transfer from Vue to our Vue shell in Maya. And here we have our rendered sky. This is a spectral sky, and you can see how nicely it is transferred. It took this particular one about 14 minutes to render at 640. This is actually a little bit faster than in Vue, but the result in Vue is slightly better. However, the beauty of doing it with Maya is that you can also use things like liquid or fur or other things. I want to do a quick example of what I mean, so let's go up here and close this, and we'll just open some scenery. And it doesn't matter what scenery you choose, this is just going to be a quick example of some of the options Maya has available. Just something like this. And let's just create another section we can apply some things to. We'll change our menu to polygons. And what do we want to use? Let's just go to our polygons and create a quick sphere right here. And we'll go to hair or fur and just choose one that you like. And you see how it applies to it quickly. I just wanted to spark your imagination and show you how using Vue in conjunction with Maya creates a lot more options for you and lets you be a little bit more creative. It allows you to add hair or fur or fluids or other things. Some components don't interact very well, and so we're going to go into depth in our next tutorial about that and show you how to get them to work together a little bit better by possibly building maybe a force around them and make sure they are interacting properly. I'd like to thank you for watching this tutorial by Geekatplay Studios. Please come and visit us on the web at www.geekatplay.com.